Hi, I'm Jeff, and this is Lithic Metals. I've had a couple folks ask me questions about preparing a melt dish for melting gold and silver. So I thought I'd do a quick how-to video. When you order these, they basically come as a raw piece of pottery, and like your typical piece of pottery, you want to protect it by putting a layer of glaze over the top. And what we use for that glaze is borax. Simple stuff. Borax you can find at most of your local grocery stores. I've seen it on eBay, people selling it for like 10-15 bucks for like a 10-ounce bag of it, where you could go right to your grocery store in the laundry aisle and pick yourself up a big box of borax for just a few dollars. So that's the way to go. Now, essentially our first step is to heat the dish up. We're going to sprinkle the borax in. We're not going to overdo it. All you want to do is have a fine layer. You don't want to have a big puddle at the bottom. Eventually, if you're going to be doing some crazy stuff where you do need to pull some impurities out, namely like dealing with silver, it might get a little gunky, and you'll end up with a little puddle of glaze at the bottom. But that's not how you want to start off. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat it up, sprinkle our borax over the top, make sure we coat it nice and evenly. The reason we do that is if we would just throw some gold in there right now and start melting it, it would cling to this dish and essentially become part of it. So you want to put that protective layer over the top. And like I said, you want a thin layer. It's a lot like a baking pan. You put a couple drops of oil on there and you smear it around. You have a nice surface that you set something on and it slides across. You put an inch of oil in that baking pan and you put that same thing in the middle, and it's just it's gonna sit and float there. So you want to start your dish with just a nice thin layer. All right, let's get cracking. So all I'm going to do is get it heated up. And you're going to see when I sprinkle it on, the air is going to kick it around and it's going to foam up a little bit, and eventually it'll melt down to a piece of glass. And since we are going to apply that, I'm going to turn our fan on. Just little sprinkles. Just a pinch in here. I'm mostly concerned about the sides because it'll work itself down to the middle. You want to make sure you cover the middle as well, obviously, but you really want to get the sides well. You also want to make sure that you glaze the pour spout area on the outside of it. So as you go to pour it, nothing sticks to that. I learned that the hard way. And there you have it. It's really that simple. Heat your melt dish up. Have your borax prepared. a nice light sprinkle and a nice thin coating will protect your crucible or your melt dish from having your precious metals become part of the melt dish. Alright, so if you're gonna go buy some borax, just go to the local grocery store. Get it out of the laundry aisle. Don't go, you don't need to spend a ton of money on a small bag on eBay or Amazon. And that's that. I hope you found it informative. And if you did, hey, please, I would certainly appreciate a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my videos yet, I would appreciate it if you did that too, because that'll help my channel to grow. It'll let me know that there's interest out there and that people want to see me continue making these videos. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jeff with Lithic Metals. I'll see you next time.